All my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice.
It's my pleasure to be interviewing some of the greatest. Right now, I'd say some of the elite in the game, some of the best that I've seen do it at this point. My friends, family, Buddha, and Baby.
You're so kind, man. Thank you.
So, if you can, let's tell the audience a little bit about yourselves. Baby, why don't you go ahead? You know, ladies first. Go ahead, tell us.
Okay, I'm Taquana, but I'm also known as Baby. And let me see, I am with this young fella here for the most part. And let's see, what else? I came out of school during a time where Tootsie Roll was popping.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? So that'll kind of let y'all know how old I am. Mm-hmm. I am a native of Central Florida. So that's the clear and the clean version of who I am.
Oh, Jesus.
Nice and simple.
Oh, and I'm a mighty Trojan.
Okay. All right, well, Buddha, tell us a little bit about you. Go ahead.
Well, my real name is Carl Roberson Jr. All right, and I was born in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Came to Orlando, Central Florida area in about '84. So lived a life, was in the military, came back, tried to start the family thing. Didn't quite work out the way it was supposed to. I have 2 beautiful children and a lot of life experiences along the way, man. That's pretty much me.
As you in a nutshell.
In a nutshell.
I like it. I like it. Well, just for the people out there that may not know your story, y'all are obviously a couple, you know, beautiful black love. I see y'all. Yeah. Okay.
We said that out loud.
Tell us a little bit about how y'all got together. Like, how did this come to be? I mean, you know, it didn't just, you know, it wasn't from the movie. How did y'all come to be?
This is my story. This is my show. This is my.
Oh, is it 2 different stories?
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
All the same?
Well, it can change a little bit, but let's hear it.
Let's go ahead.
We basically met in a social media group on Facebook, and he had a post. I had got in the group and was just is it trolling or whatever. Not him, not you,
No.
just trolling the group because I was new and everything. So nevertheless, he had this particular post. I cannot remember exactly what it was.
You don't remember the post?
I can't remember, but it was one of the posts. That wasn't important. But what was important about it was the fact that a lot of the women and the people that was responding, they weren't really being truthful. I just felt like they was putting on.
Okay.
And so I ended up being in winning his inbox. I jumped in his DM. And I was like, you know they lying, right? And he was like, huh? And so we just went back and forth with chatter. And he's actually quite intelligent. As crazy as he be acting, he's extremely articulate and intelligent and just all of that. So that was sexy to me. Okay. And I had time for the shit, so I was entertaining it, and I did. I did. And I went on a little bit more. And so finally I was like, yo, let's go meet up. You know, let's go have some drinks. You know, because like you seem cool.
Right.
He told me no.
No? Carl?
Listen, I ain't easy. I ain't easy.
Yeah.
But all jokes aside, to add to what she's saying, I'm a real man. You know, I'm a gentleman. I like, when we go out on a first date, I like to be able to present myself as a gentleman, take her out, open doors, pay for the meal, all that whatnot. And at that moment, I just didn't have it when she wanted to go out.
Interesting.
So I ain't have it, so I was just like, nah.
Meanwhile, I didn't want to date. I just wanted to hang out. So let's go. Like, you sound cool on this internet, okay? You going back and forth. So now I need to see you face to face, see if you can keep that same energy, right? Over some drinks, casual. I'll take you to Chili's. We can go to Applebee's. It's a whole joke about the Applebee's.
I'm sure that'll be the
TGI Fridays. Oh yeah, TGI Fridays.
TGI Fridays in the fucking side of the menu.
Oh. There's nothing on the menu that warrants sex. But anyway, so he declined, and I was like, all right, bet. So I had to take that to my crew. You know, this boy just told me no, type thing. Like, yo, he don't even know. I went to several of my good friends, my guy friends and my female friends, like, and they was like, yo, just chill, Quan, because you know he don't really know you like that. You know what I'm saying? He don't know you like really for real. You know, I was like, all right, I'm gonna keep entertaining him just a little bit longer, just to see where this boy head at. I called him a boy then, but you know he's a full grown man.
He's a better man now.
He's a better man, because that was a boy move to me.
What?
Just saying.
It's all a part of that good look.
Whatever.
And charm.
I don't take rejections.
So did you close the deal, or did Buddha close the deal?
It was me. So I pretty much closed the deal, because then he explained. I kept talking. We kept talking, and then I was like, "Come over." No, where did we go off?
Oh no, baby.
We'll stop. The clean version.
There was a picnic / hangout.
Oh yeah, we gonna
It was / hangout.
We finally met at a unmutual territory.
Right.
It wasn't exactly mutual.
Well,
interesting.
You know,
But anyway,
when she came through, it was hostile environment. Real talk. Real talk. It was a real hostile, messy situation, and I asked her if she can come to this hangout.
Yeah.
Then.
And I did well. I stood up.
In a hostile situation.
Yo,
Came through.
like a
Cold
champ.
red.
It was definitely cold red. But you know, I was well behaved and civil, and I was neutral because I had nothing to lose. You know, because look, I'm not trying to be your girl. I'm not doing the. You know, I'm just like, yo, you seem like cool peeps. You know,
Right.
So the motive. He may have had a motive, but for me, it was
I
just
always
like.
had a motive, bro.
But it don't see with him. He working with a monster. But anyway, so yeah, for the most part, and then we went from there. Right.
Yeah.
We kept on. We just pushed it. One of the best things I can say is that he was very transparent about a lot of things. He did give me the option to choose in a lot of ways.
Transparency. I'm glad that you brought that up. I see a lot of your transparency on your show. By the way, their Facebook show, Sipping in Conversation with Buddha and Baby, also on podcast. Amazing how you guys show your transparency. Talk a little bit about that.
Well, you know, for me, it wasn't easy because I grew up not letting my right hand know what my left hand was doing. You know, I grew up that way, and a lot of people are. You know what I'm saying? So when you get with someone and she's pushing this transparency, I had the tendency to say, man, she can't handle the truth. Like Jack Nicholson, right? She can't handle the truth type shit. But she really could.
Right.
You know, and it surprised me. And it gave me the opportunity to be honest for the first time. Like, honest, really unadulterated, honest with something.
Did you have a chance to just spread your wings and just be you?
Well, it still wasn't easy, but because when you're being honest with somebody else, you still got to look in the mirror, right? You still got to look in the mirror like, damn, that was an ugly move you just made.
Right.
But she accepted me for who I was.
So talking about the podcast, tell me, how did that even develop? Like, how did that even, that's not a normal idea. Tell me how that came into the picture. Like, how did you guys start that?
You want me to do it? Okay, so March of last year, when it was the origin of the whole thing, he started out within a social media group, and it was Up Close and Personal with Carl Robeson Jr. Okay, that was the origin of it all.
Tough stuff.
And he did a couple of little videos by himself, you know, and this one particular day, he was doing one, and I was just sitting there like,
this is terrible.
I cannot let my man go out like that. Take that down. Don't do that. Don't do that. So I came in, I was sitting out listening to him. He was excited. And I'm like, it took you too long. And, you know, I'm just like, no. Boom, boom, boom. I was like, run that back. Same point. We're going to run that back. And I'm going to interview you. Like, kind of thing. You know, I'm going to boom, boom, boom with you. And I jumped in on it. And it took off. It was just like when I came in.
So you was the missing piece, huh?
I was the missing because he had more personality than he was displaying by himself.
I mean, I guess in a way.
He has,
right.
It's, you know, it was more juice to him when he got me. Not so much as it was just me, but I was able to, we bounce off each other a lot as far as our energy. So I'm now able to like, you know, be me. He can now be him, loosen up a little bit instead of
Right. I do see that. I see you guys feeding off of each other. You guys have amazing energy, bouncing back and forth. It's great to see. Tell me, within working with each other, what do you guys feel like you bring your audience? Like, what do you feel like makes you different, you know, from other shows and podcasts out there?
Well, I think, like, for us, it's more of bringing that locker room talk, that homegirls sitting on the couch talking to each other, conversations to life, like for everybody to share. If you're going through something, let's talk about it. And everybody's going through something in the world, you know what I'm saying? And they don't want to hear it from some guy who's sitting up there who think they know it all. They want to hear from regular Joe Schmo.
It's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Very true.
Other than that, baby, you got something to add to that?
I mean, yes, there are a plethora of podcasts of similarity.
Right.
You know, we can't deny that. The difference, I think, for us, if I was to just be, you know, boom, boom in the show, it would be, we're relatable. Like he said, we're the people down here. You know, we're not the big show heads. You know, we got something to look forward to more so than we already established, and we're trying to only deal at this level. Right. We are at a eye view level for people that can have those locker room conversations, you know, your girlfriend conversation, because we hear it every day from our girlfriends. Right. We hear it from coworkers. We see it all over social media.
Definitely.
So basically, we bring those topics to light for those that don't necessarily know how to open their mouths or open their minds.
So I like how you brought that up. It is kind of like the locker room talk, or like the barbershop talk for the fellas, or the hair salon, you know, getting your nails done type of talk for the ladies. Tell us a little bit more about how you guys ventured off into your own segments with Buddha. You had the cigars and cognac?
Well, cigars and cognac came from just fellas needing that outlet. You know, I feel like, you know, us as men, we're kind of like contrite and controlled. You know, we grew up learning that, you know, don't let them see you sweat.
Agreed.
When you show emotions, you consider weak. Right. You consider weak. So the cigars and cognac hangout is for men to be able to be amongst brothers and feel naked amongst the brothers, you know what I mean? And not feel judged, because there's some somebody in that situation that may have went through what you went through, right? And can give you the answer or an idea on how to approach the situation differently than what you were approaching it. And I feel like that's how we change the narrative. You know what I mean? That's how we change the narrative. That's how we change the stigmata of what minority men in today's society should be. If we uplift each other, which we don't really, if we uplift each other, then we can really make that change. You know what I mean? And that is the basis of cigars and cognac. You know,
That's huge.
stogies, liquor, talk.
I've made some amazing connections and learned some great things along the way. Salute to them. Baby, tell us a little bit about yours. I know you got your ladies out there. Yeah, tell us what you doing on your side.
For me, it's I have a All About Ladies group, and I've had that group now for close to 3 years. And but in the last, I guess maybe like a year and a half, we've really been picking it up a notch. And part of that, like I mentioned, you know, Buddha, we talk about all the time, is how to merge things with what I do with our Sipping and Conversation page for more people to come in. Nice. You know, not so much as just a marketing tool, but there's a need. And so, because I had an established platform already for All About Ladies, it made it a little bit easier for me to have brunch and cocktails.
Brunch and cocktails.
Everybody loves brunch and cocktails,
Everybody
right?
loves brunch and
Okay. So I try to have the brunch and cocktails at least every 2 to 3 months, so that I can bring the same energy with how he have with the men, I have it for the ladies. So nice. This now allows a platform for ladies to come in and just kind of have their discussions, and we can just laugh and giggle, talk about whatever, men, each other, situations, girl, no, this, that, whatever, however, and be free. Yeah. But what I also do once a month is I have a Sexy Heels class that I host, which is tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow, 4/20.
Yes,
it is a Sexy Heels class that I host once a month, and it allows for anybody. No judgment.
Young,
old, black, white,
little. Get this
little, like.
Anybody.
Come on to our page, Sipping the Conversation page, exactly. And go to the event section, and you will be able to see a diversified group of women, age, and everything. It doesn't matter. Come out, have a good time. It's a great way to network, establish a camaraderie, you know, work out and have fun at the same time. And you can also leave your inhibitions at the door.
I had an opportunity to work with them. To be able to get some of this footage, and when I say some of these ladies were, they did their thing.
The instructor, her name is Natasha Zumba Tasha on Facebook, and she's a classmate of mine as well, and she's awesome. She stepped in when I told her I wanted to do something and to be creative about it, and she just like got you, and we've been on it, you know, so those are my little things going on.
Woo-hoo. That's huge. What you guys have explained to me, and I think is very interesting, is in my discussion with you, you always tell me that it's bigger than Buddha and Baby. Like it's really not even about you, but you have a bigger thought in mind. Tell us a little bit about that. Tell us a little bit about like who are you trying to touch, and why are you trying to touch? Like, how are you going to change the world?
For me, man, I'm just really trying to change the narrative, man.
Yeah.
Trying to change the narrative of how we address issues. You know what I mean? Understanding that if you keep it in, it's going to destroy you.
Yeah.
You know, being able to be, I'm saying that every situation you got to be transparent. But at least you got to be transparent to who you're with. You know what I'm saying? If you can't be you with the woman or man, whoever you with, then what are you doing in that relationship?
Tough.
You know what I'm saying?
And not even just a relationship. I mean, it's just your everyday life.
Absolutely.
Whether you're at work, you know, your business life, your personal life, it allows for you to be real with yourself. You know, you got these questions, you have these concerns, but then you got this tunnel vision mentality that things are only operating in a certain way. And so through the show, we take questions from people and we can create, or we'll take a scenario or personal situation and we can create a topic.
Right.
That's one of our ways of creating topics that we do. And it benefits because now these are real topics. These are real people's situations.
So that's how you come up with topics. So is it always, you know, is it personal or is it from, you know, other people giving insight or questions that you guys are pulling from? How do you come up with all these topics?
It could be a plethora of things.
Oh man, but most of them is emotional driven for me.
A
lot of them is emotional driven for me.
That's
I'm
it.
going through it, I've seen it happen, or I got pissed off because I seen it happen to somebody else.
Right.
So, or we talked about it.
Right.
You know, I've talked about it with friends, females, male, and it's like, hey man, we need to really talk about this because either somebody's feeling a certain way or they may not even be aware that they're doing certain things to other people and they need to be aware about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so come on.
Well, one thing when we work, like I said, from the beginning when he started out in March of last year, we decided we need to come out of the group. So May of 2018, we
May 6th, right?
May 6th,
Huh?
2018, we started Sipping in Conversations page. So we'll be a year old on the page in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, that's huge.
And we took off. Boom. I'm telling you, there were 33 weeks of non-stop week.
Surprises.
33 week of shows
Nonstop.
at non-stop. And I was like, yo, we got to pull out for, you know, give it a little bit of break, you know. So around the holidays was a perfect timing to kind of give us a break. And it allowed for us to take those few weeks that we were off to actually establish some organization and get, you know, affiliated with other people, do more networking and things like that, so that we can come back a little bit stronger. So that's why you hear, like, we have our theme song, you know. I did a lot of working with just different people getting ideas and so forth. He was doing his thing. And so when we came back on January 30th of this year with our season 2,
Brand new.
it's, you know, it was just a little bit different energy because now we feel, you know, I think he feels the same way. We feel a little bit more, okay, we got a little bit more of an idea because we just jumped in. We were swimming
Gotcha.
with no life vest on.
Just talking.
You're swimming great.
Going. But that's what made it authentic. You know, that's what made it genuine. And that's what we can offer. That's what we are offering to people. You know,
Exactly. Genuine conversation.
everyday people.
Everyday
Talking about everyday topics.
Now, when I do see you guys, I mean, I see that you're involved in a plethora of friends, groups, organizations. I mean, I see that you guys mingle with almost everybody. Tell me, is that in the busy life of Buddha and Baby, is that always a helpful thing, or does it at times become a hindrance to you?
He want to do it all. And I'm like, no, we need to be strategic.
Right. Right. So we did a show not too long, well, 2 weeks ago, Moving in Silence versus Privacy. Right. So for me, what we realized is that we can't do it all. You know what I'm saying? It needs to be a team effort. You need to surround yourself around like-minded individuals who have a common goal to succeed.
Definitely.
It ain't always gonna be family.
Right.
It ain't always gonna be your best friend.
Right.
But you gotta have that vision in order to cultivate the ideas that you're trying to cultivate.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, there's 25-8. There is these motherfuckers. There are
Rank amateurs.
rank amateurs and crow's nests. You know, that we have to come together to rise up together, not just one individual.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We all can eat. This world is so big.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
What's up?
There's a lot of stuff I did too. You know, I did a lot with J.I. Kemp. You know,
Nice.
He was a great mentor for a lot of things that that just kind of steered me. Like, you on the right track. Just go do a little bit more of this. You know, so it was good.
Now you guys are on a lot of different platforms that I wasn't even aware about. Let us know.
We're going to be going back to rebuilding on the YouTube channel. What I said, we have Twitter now.
Ooh, Twitter now, nice.
Stitcher.
Let me see what else.
So y'all everywhere.
Okay.
If they looking for you, they gonna find you.
You can listen to us anytime, anywhere on 10 different platforms.
Right. And if you-
So just search our name.
Right.
That's
So
cool.
if you actually catch us on the podcast, you might
Oh, on
get,
Instagram. Sorry.
you might get a different show.
I'm glad you brought that up.
You might get a different show. Tell
Yeah,
me.
the
Now-
podcast is definitely different.
Now, when I started watching it, I thought I had to come in with, my relationship hat on. Me and my girl talk about couple type things, because you guys are a couple. I then realized after looking at show after show after show that, you guys talk about a wide range of things like finance, lifestyles. I mean, y'all covered the Rudy to the Tootie. I mean, tell me, like, in your opinion, what kind of topics, what are you trying to cover?
We want to cover it all.
Point blank.
Point blank, whatever. Like, I could be having a conversation with somebody at work,
Yeah.
and they don't even know they're gonna be on the show. Okay, that conversation is gonna be on the show,
Right.
and that was the purpose in taking the break. So we have a book full of topics. We were brainstorming and just reviewing things we discussed and what we wanted to do in the last season, but we just jumped in and it was just like So now we got, like I said, we got that structure. So
Right. But to add to what Baby's
Yeah.
saying, how do you change the narrative, right? So if you want to change the narrative, you can't just, it's got to be more than just a relationship thing. You know what I'm saying? If you can't be a better husband, better boyfriend if you ain't making no money.
Boom.
You can't be a better wife, you can't be a better girlfriend if you feel like it's all about you.
Church.
Saying so it's like, what do you need to talk about? Let's attack those topics as well.
Right.
Let's try to figure out how to get your credit right. Let's try to figure out how to
get some life insurance.
get some life insurance.
Protect your family.
Get you away from that feminist thought process if that's where you're at.
Right.
How do you deal with depression, mental illness, stuff like that.
Spirituality.
Being
LGBTQ.
unacceptable
It's
in your community.
It's what we
And how
got.
to deal with, not just how to build from that, how to deal with if you are not that person. How do you approach a person?
I like that. So, bringing awareness to a lot of topics that might make many people uncomfortable.
Right.
And really put
Because this is what they were. This is what I did. This is what I did. Okay, that doesn't make you righteous or that make it right or wrong. It just lets you know that there is a different perspective out there.
Right. And I mean, I like how you guys tell your story. Like when I look at you, you don't look like your past, or like they say in church, like you don't look like what you've been through.
Right.
Man, but I always hear these stories, and when I tell you guys, when you hear these stories, and when you would be, it's amazing. You're gonna be taken. That's all I can say. You're gonna be blown away.
Comfortable.
Right.
It's definitely an amazing show that I love. Tell us, do you have anything that you want to let them know as far as show times, dates, what you want them to say when they drop in and say hello, or what are you sipping on? Real quick, tell us what you want to leave the people with. Tell us some last thoughts.
Well, we have obviously the new cocktail conversation. She was talking about
Cheers
the
to that.
brunches. She was talking about the brunch and cocktails, all ladies thing, and I have cigars. and cognac, cigars and cognac,
Yeah.
right? And that's all fellas, right?
Right.
So we started with the cocktails and conversations, which is a panel with mixed women. So we're gonna bring that back.
Gotcha.
Not only that, man, I just really feel like when you got something going on in your life, right? When you have something going on in your life, you really need to try to understand it. So it started for me as therapy. You know, I grew up, everything pent in. So now it's like, let me tell my story. And yeah, I'm telling my story, but yet it's like me looking in, me out of body experience. Look at yourself, son. This is who you are. Accept it and be able to be free about who you are and understand who you are. Because at the end of the day, if you can't, my dad used to say this all the time, you can't lie to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can't accept who you are for yourself, then you can't expect anybody else to accept you.
I like that.
That's just me, baby. Baby might have some little slide in because, you know, she do what she do.
Well, no, I think bottom line for the show, the goal, you know, like I said, it originated with just him, and then it manifested into us. And I'm thankful that he didn't push me away. He made jokes like, they only wanted to see baby. I mean, you know, I am the one that looked the best.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm just saying, ding dong, ding dong. But it was good, and it aligned with my ultimate vision, you know, already what I had in existence with my All About Ladies group. You know, my whole purpose, I found out what my purpose was, and I've embraced it, and that is to help people. So for me to bring my input with the show from my baby's perspective and collaborate with Buddha, it makes it so much easier to, you know, put it out there. And then we're going to be collaborating with other people in the near future. So it makes it easier with people that are also in alignment with us, you know, working with you, working with so many different people, and just bringing it all together right here in the Central Florida area, because there's so much to eat.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, we just need to pull together, you know, as a village and make it happen. And I think also the show makes that happen as well, because we're always, you know, advertising and marketing other people so that they can also have their opportunity to have their names out there. So, I mean, anybody that really, you know, that's up and coming, you know, we are a great platform for that as well, you know.
Where do they reach you at?
Right now, we are available on Buddha and Baby at gmail.com. You can call, which is 863-703-4470, and that will reach us. And then we are also on Instagram, Buddha and Baby.
Check them out.
Twitter, Buddha and Baby _ sippin, SIPN. Right, because it's all about the sipping.
Right.
What else I said? So with Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Buddha and Baby, Sipping the Conversation, it's pretty much going to be the same thing throughout all of our platforms. Anchor.fm.
Right. You leave a message on there, we'll get back with you.
Right. If you leave a message on Anchor.fm, you could potentially be a part of one of our podcast shows.
Just that easy.
Just that easy.
And what times are your shows again? Which days?
Every Wednesday at
7:45 p.m.
Hey, if you can't catch the show, go back on their page. Check out the videos. I promise you there's something for everybody. You will find something just for you. I promise. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been my pleasure. Today I've been sipping with Buddha and Baby.